Well, hello. Welcome back to another one of these. Not doing a camp or anything, just out on the bike. Going to get up onto the hills. Yeah, it's the first time out on the bike this year properly. So I've donned the wet weather tyres because the weather does give horrendous rain this afternoon. But we've managed to miss it so far. So a few upgrades to the bike since last year. I'll talk through a bit of that in a bit. But for now, just gonna try and keep on the straight and narrow and not get too out of path too soon. Wow. So maybe I should have done some exercise or something before this, because straight out of the gate, up a hill, certainly gets the old blood pumping anyway. I might have said a few upgrades to the bike since last year, so I'll just run you through. Main piece is new forks. Okay, so RockShox 30, yeah, I think they're RockShox 30 silvers, something along those lines. Basically my old Mawasakis were completely shot, rusted to bits, whereas these ones now have got the old lockout key. It's still spring. They're you know, they're an entry level fork. It's nothing exciting. That preload, lockout, rebound underneath. Can't remember what else I've done really. Put some new brake levers on because the other ones are all horrible. Might have had some new pedals. I think I put new cranks on. They might have been on the video from last year. And I put a new tyre on for this year. This is the Cross King by Continental. I usually run these ones, the Mountain Kings. But they're not very fast rolling because they're quite bobbly. But that's brilliant for up front, for the grip, and the back. A bit more of a sort of cross-country tyre, but worked perfectly fine pushing up that hill, no wheel spin. So it's not exactly, like I said, it's not exactly wet or loose. It's sort of quite a sandy chalk being out in the downs. But anyway, I'm actually up in the hills now, so yeah, catch me breath. And I'm going to shoot on out that way, up onto the tops, pick up the South Downs way, and yeah, see if we can get some wicked views, and see how far we can push ourselves. I'm going to be recording this on Strava, so if you want the link to that, I'll put it down in the description or in a comment or something, because I don't know how you can link Strava to a video. So, but anyway, let's get back on it before we keel over. I think, oh, this is the South Downs way we're coming up to now. Oh yes. Right, we're on the South Downs way. I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck in the tree. Oh. Now, it was a year or so ago I did a video and I walked up here to the trig point, and then went to have a look at some barrows, burial mounds, tumulus or whatever they're called, but I came in the wrong side of the fence and I couldn't really get to them. So I'm going to try and see if I can get a little bit closer to them now, seeing as I'm up here. I didn't film myself climbing up the hill because you don't need to hear me huffing and puffing. But there was a huge buzzard that flew out of the tree just in front of me. It's a shame I didn't get it on video, but absolutely awesome to see. Well, hopefully we can bomb it down the Centurion's Way. That's a different ride. South Downs Way for a bit and get to these tumulus before the rain kicks off. So it looks like it's building. Looks like it's building over there already. So let's go. Let's do it. Here we are, we managed to get in amongst them. Last time I had to be on the other side of that fence because I couldn't get in here because I came in one gate too early. But now we can actually see them a bit closer. And yeah, I think from looking at the map, I think there's about 10 barrows all in the line up here. Sorry for the wind noise. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it up here. You know, we're out in the open, so if you hear it, you hear it. If you can't, you can't. But yeah, 10 barrows. Most of them, I think, about 9 or 8 of these are the traditional. I've forgotten what it's called. I'll put it up at the bottom. But one of them is what's called a disc barrow, which is sort of lower to the ground, and it's sort of almost inverted rather than like a mound. I'm going to walk sort of down along the side of them, see if I can pick out this disc barrow. I'm just a little bit concerned because there's so much like ground, what's it called? Not ground ivy, almost like bramble weaving its way along the ground, and I can just see myself getting a puncture. But yeah, some of these are quite impressive. And I mentioned this in the last video. You see that in the centre where it sort of dipped. I always thought it was where they'd sort of been badly excavated, but a lot of people are now sort of coming to the idea that they might have actually had sort of a wooden structure over the top to be like a sort of a shrine. Oh god, the wind. Let's let this die down a bit. Well, hopefully you can still hear me. So the idea being that there might have been like a wooden structure over the top, and then a sort of altar for a shrine to the person who was buried there, or family that was buried there, or you know, whatever these were for. They're Bronze Age, like they are almost all along the South Downs Way. There's thousands of them, and they reckon there's probably about, I might have got this number wrong, but I think it's about 10,000 barrows in the country. So yeah, quite impressive really. And they're littered all the way along the South Downs Way here. I'm going to go back down to the path, inspect the tyres in case I've got a puncture. Yeah, mosey our way along because this wind is quite cold actually. It almost looks like the sun's trying to poke out. So, but I don't know if you can see all these cow slips, all in the meadow here. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to increase more sort of livestock out on these sort of pastures to eat all the scrub down, because all that happens is it just kills off all the wildflowers because it just gets out competed. So yeah, I think they're trying to put more sort of cows and sheep and stuff. I mean, that field behind us over there, you can see it's just a plain green all the way along because that's got sheep in it like all year round. Whereas this, you can see you've got sort of old bits of flowers from like the winter and last year, and you've got the cow slips. Over here you've got some, I think it's meadow sweet, this purple stuff. Something like that. But yeah, this is like a huge, well, the South Downs National Park is obviously just a huge sort of biodiversity hub. I can see some gorse bushes over the back there, so go and have a look at those. And yeah, I'm just whittering on to the camera about meadows. I'm still looking for this disc barrow. Like I said, I think most of them are just the regular round barrow, I think is what it's called. yeah, we'll keep an eye on. This is a cross dike. This is again a bit of ancient earthworks. I'm not sure really what they're for, but you see a sort of trench coming along here, down there. It's called a cross dike. Might have been for land management, might have been for funneling water or something, don't know. But certainly another ancient piece of land architecture. I think this might be it here. Let's just drop the bike. Let's drop the bike and go and have a look. Yeah, so this is it. I think this is what's called a disc barrow. So it's far flatter, whereas the others are all mounds. There's another one on the other side of that cross dike there. Probably can't see it, but this one you can see it's a proper disc. Like there's a real ring all around it, and then it's much flatter. Who knows? May have been a different dignitary or someone who was buried here. Ancient kings, Bronze Age people. Right, it's starting to just spit with rain now a little bit. I'm going to bomb it down the South Downs Way a bit more. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. I haven't got the chest mount. I've just got this on a little clip, which I'm putting on the sternum strap. If it's working, it's working. If it's not, then it's just going to be crap, isn't it? So, yeah. Right, I'm going to keep going and get into the woods before it really opens up. So even though this is my local patch, this is the first time I've actually ridden this section, or even walked this section of the South Downs Way here. And you find all sorts of little bits, like we're on the subject of barrows. I can't really get a scale on it, but it's literally here's the path, and you just come straight into this barrow here. Oh, with the signature little dip in the middle. Yeah, really quite fascinating to see the fact that this, you know, the hills around here are absolutely full of history, as well as obviously agriculture. But agriculture sometimes erases history. There's a few parts where on old maps you can see where there would have been certain things, and you go there and there's nothing left anymore because it's been erased by the plough over centuries. But yeah, there's a spot in the woods where I'm going to try and get to, where I think there's a barrow like in the woods, but there's something special about it, because on the map these are usually just depicted as just sort of a few small lines, like as in like an elevation, like earthworks, but this one has got like earthworks and then surrounded by another sort of earthworks. So I don't know whether it's like a double one or if it's got sort of a ditch around it, but it's like right in the middle of the woods. And then when you look at it on Google Earth, you can see there's a space in the trees where it's depicted on the map. So hopefully we'll go and have a look and see if it's something worth finding out. But this is a great time of year really, because you've got little violets coming up. Obviously there's bluebells all over the place. These are, what are these guys? Wild strawberry here. A few little bits of wild strawberry. In the summertime they might fruit a little bit. These are the brambles I was saying, that they're just growing everywhere. And that's what happens, is it takes over and you'll lose loads. They're like huge areas of like meadow, just to feral plants. But this is I've seen a couple of signs. This is called the Graffham Down Trust. So Graffham is a small village just on the north side of the hill here. Lovely pub, White Horse, great open sandwich, been there before. Yeah, Graffham Down Trust. So I've got to come up here and explore a bit more on foot, because there's loads of little areas, and I'm sure there's probably some more things hidden among the trees. Let's press on down the South Downs Way, and I've got about 2.5 kilometres to go till the turning I want to get into the woods. But yeah, for now, let's make it. Lovely view of the north side of the Downs. Even on a grey day like today, it just, you know, opens it all up really. So I found the turning behind me here now. This goes back down through the woods. Like I said, I'm going to go and try and find that hidden barrow in the woods, and then it will drop down into the valley where I parked the car. So yeah, we'll get down off the tops here. It looks greyer the way I'm going than it does up there, which is a shame, but I could carry on, and there's a little calf at the bottom of the hill, but it does mean I'd have to push the bike back up the hill, which would be a nightmare. So when I get back down to the village, I might just stop for a swift half-a-cider or something, just to congratulate myself on a good job well done. But yeah, great to be out. Anyway, let's get down this hill through the woods, and we'll see what's occurring. Oh, it's nice just getting out of that wind as soon as you get into the trees here. One rookie mistake though, I only brought one water bottle, so yeah. Oh well, we learn for next time. I'm not fancy or anything, and have like camelbacks or those bottle cages on the bike. Nah, it's just water bottle in the bag. I think this is going to get steep soon, so yeah, so I'm going to descend this hill. Hope the Strava comes out. It's just so nice just to cruise along. Looking at that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Nice little bit of... Unfortunately, I hadn't been clear to the south, so I haven't been able to see the sea. Not that I don't think you'd see the sea on today, but you do get some lovely views down towards the sea. But this is all potential little spots. Nice little bits of wood and almost more of a recce. This it's nice. Oh look, garlic. Oh, garlic, guys. Found some wild garlic. So for the keen foragers out there, this is one of the most versatile jobs. I've taken I took the foraging bag out of this bag, which is annoying. But I might have something I can use. But anyway, let's get in and find a bit. White flour, this stuff here. This is wild garlic, and there's long spear-shaped leaves that, when crushed up, they have a really nice sort of... It's not like super garlicky like you imagine, like a bulb of garlic. But yeah, it's a really good thing to make pestos and salsa verdes and other sort of sauces, and it's a great addition to a lot of cooking. I won't gather any of the leaves up, I don't think. But what I will do is I'm going to gather some of the flower heads, and then I'm going to pickle them because they're really good, like in a salad and sort of things like that. So, oh, once you've started, you just can't stop. So I'm going to collect up a few of these wild garlic flowers, and yeah, it'll be a job well done. Good find. Small bag, just a few of the flower heads that haven't opened. I'll just show you what I've done. Like these ones here. Okay, so it's just a flower head, just taken off. Okay, and then that can go in some pickling vinegar, and it just gives it's like a really nice sort of garlicky sort of crunch for a salad and stuff. But this is basic foraging, you know, and basic foraging rules apply as well. Don't pick too many. Don't pick all the flowers off of the same plant. You know, they do shoot up multiple flower heads, so you know, it's one of those. And also, I won't harvest any leaves from here because this stuff that it's growing amongst. So that's a wild garlic flower leaf, you can see. But this is called dog's mercury. Okay, this is called dog's mercury that grows up on a single shoot, and that's actually poisonous. So you know, don't pick massive handfuls of things all from, you know, one area, because you're going to get something in it that you don't want. So yeah, I won't get any of the leaves from here. I'll just get those flower heads, and then that'll be a nice something to pickle, to nibble at for the rest of the year and put on salads and stuff. Don't need too many, but you can see there's a nice big area of this garlic up here, which I didn't know was here because I've never come this far up the hill. So great find. Well, I've actually made it into the woods. I was coming down the path there, and I don't know if you can make it out. I saw this clearing, and there's a big old mound over here. This isn't actually the one I thought it was. I've looked at the map, but this is another. So I can use this to take a bearing on where I'm going to go to find this other one. Oh, there's all sorts of thorns and stuff. I might just have to leave the bike here and then go in on foot. But yeah, this is definitely a big mound. But from looking at the map, there's a bigger one a little bit further on, a bit sort of behind it. So yeah, let me stash the bike, and then we'll go and find this mound. But I think I'm not really kitted out for it. As you can see, I've got a hat on, I've got shorts on. I think I can see it sort of through there, but it's going to be a trip for another day. But coming to see this is absolutely amazing. Massive opening, like right in the middle of the woods. No wonder I could see it from on the satellite. Yeah, I'm still interested by whatever it is that's over there, because that looks on the map even bigger. So yeah, I need to come when I'm slightly more equipped, because I've got shorts on, I've got a rucksack on my back, I've got helmet. Obviously I've had to leave the bike. Ow. So yeah, give that one a miss, unfortunately. But yeah, not really prepped for gunning it through the woods. Ow. Oh well, let's get back to the trail, get back to the village and wrap this thing up. But I can certainly see ahead of me rain clouds rolling in, so I think I've timed it quite well. As much as I want to extend the ride and maybe could have gone back up the other side of the valley to the other woods that's over this side, but I've done quite well so far. Right, well, I think we timed that pretty well, because the rain has just started rolling in down the valley now, so I think yeah, we did pretty well. Bike's all in the car, I'm in the dry, I'm happy with that. Thanks for watching. Let me know if this is something you would be interested in seeing, more random clips of me out and about doing different parts of the South Downs Way, or doing just random woodland adventures on the bike, because yeah, I've always been into biking, so it's just been a while since I've actually been able to get out on the bike, because it hasn't really been fit for purpose, but now it's sort of fully kitted up and actually usable, so hopefully you'll see me out on it at some point soon. Thanks very much for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye.